Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, today in this video I'm going to describe Indian immigration process including customs because yesterday I had to go through this when I arrived to New Delhi International Airport Terminal 3 from Toronto Pearson International Airport through AI 188 Air India direct flight. So before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe right now. So guys, what happens once you disembark from the flight, there are directions you need to follow and it takes you to the immigration counters. So there the crowd is going to be separated into two sections. One section is for people with Indian passports, second with people with foreign passports. So with like what I found that people with in the queue of people with Indian passport, the number of people was more. A lot of people were waiting over there, but again it depends on many other factors including time of travel and the number of flights arriving. And even there were so many people at people with foreign passports as well, but it was comparatively it was less. So when you go to this foreign passport section, there are multiple counters. Most of them you will find for people with e-visa. Some of them will have for PIO, OCI card holders. So I went and stood in OCI card holder, but an officer came and told me to move towards e-visa. He said those counters are also handling all kind of processes. So you need not only stand in over here because they were distributing the crowd, right? So for e-visa there were few people, so they sent us over there so that we can get processed. So I went there, I handed over my passport OCI. And one thing, before you go to the counter, you need to fill a very small form where you just need to provide your flight number, passport details, arrival date, address, phone number, and your name and countries you visited in last 6 days. It's a very small form, you get it over there, so make sure you carry a pen because I found many people were scrambling and asking each other, hey, do you have a pen for me, do you have a pen for me, please, 1 minute. So better you carry so that you don't have to go through this hassle. So once you fill the form and go to the counter, like I handed over my documents, my OCI, my passport. So he just scanned these two in the system, and then he told me to look at the camera. So I looked at the camera of a few seconds and he said it's done. Then he took my fingerprints, 4 fingers of my left hand first, then 4 fingers of my right hand. He took the fingerprints and then he allowed me entry. That's it. He did not ask me any particular questions about my journey plan and all. So but again it varies case by case because I saw some people were being asked questions as well, and in my past I have been asked a few questions but nothing more. But this time there was no question at all. So then he opened the gate for me and I had to go. Before you go out of that immigration clearance section, there will be one more checking where they will look at the stamp in your passport. So once they allow you entry, they put a stamp with same date on your passport. So the guy who is sitting next is going to do the secondary verification. It's just going to verify the passport stamp and nothing else. Once that is over, you go through the duty free area all the way to collect your baggage. You have to collect your bag, and while exiting you are gonna go through the customs. So in customs what I found that they were randomly selecting people to do the thorough examination. In my case I was not selected and I was allowed to go out. So I was going through the domestic transfers. So once I moved out, in the right side there were some domestic transfer sections where you can again go through security and drop your baggage, because of many cases many times you have to do, because like you need to check in luggage again. So in my case what happened that they did not allow me to go from that direct counter. They told me to go from the main departure gate. When I asked why, because last time I was allowed in and by the rule I am allowed in. So he said that my flight was after 6 hours, so there was no point in doing it right now and it was a bit crowded. So I said fine. I went through main departure and I was allowed in. I went there and I used some facilities like weighing machine to make sure my baggages were meeting the weight standards, and then I put it over there, and again I had to go through the security check-in, and 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 then and then I moved ahead, and the process was very simple. So overall it did not take much time. Now I'll define you the timing. So in the immigration queue I waited for 10 minutes after filling up the form. Then the process took 2 minutes, and then for custom it was not even done on me. So I hope you are clear with the process now. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching.